Well, it's the first time I've played a villain, except at home, and so it was really extra fun for me. And anything with Pixar, right? I mean, the writing's going to be there, the directing, the animation, so it's very collaborative when you come up with a character. They told me time and again, please don't do it like that. So, you got to be able to take notes. What's great about the film is you got to embrace your uniqueness, and you will find where you fit. And I think that's what you need to hear when you're a kid. There is a place for you out there, and you got to trust in that, and you got to be yourself. And don't let people mold you. Be where you feel you're
I loved it. I mean, it was the fastest yes I've ever said, I think, when it was Pixar, because I wanted to participate in any way, even if it was just manning the snack room at Pixar Studios. I was happy to be there, and I found some photographs of me 15 years ago that I just put on Instagram of me wandering around the studios as a visitor, looking at all the sketches and seeing all the life-size models, and never could I ever have imagined that I would be here 15 years later in one of these films. And the script is so beautiful, and it's such a necessary message for young people of hope, and that you don't have to be a celebrity or a politician to have power and influence and to be able to affect change. I think because they have so many wonderful differences that they are able to find unity within. And again, that's a very powerful message for young people. I also think ELIO is such a unique character, and the character that everyone wants to be friends with. I think ELIO is the character I wish I'd be friends with, and it's so interesting that a kid like that is portrayed as a loner at the beginning of the film on Earth, and yet is a total legend and a total hero. And again, I think Pixar and animation has the power of singling out the child. There's that quote that it's the people that you never imagine anything of who do the things you could never imagine. And I think that perfectly summarizes ELIO. Well, I play Ambassador Quester, and Ambassador Quester is very dignified, very diplomatic, but very cheeky and extremely nosy, because she has the gift to be able to read your mind, which I think is very exciting, and I wish I had. I wish I could be Quester in real life.
I'm so excited and so grateful to even be here, because I remember coming here one time for a premiere a long time ago and imagining wow, it would be so great to be here for a film that I worked on, and now that I'm finally here, it's such a surreal moment. I really want audiences to just realize how important your friends and family are. I brought some of my friends. I'm glad they can be here. They're always there when you need them, and also just hope that they come out like they just went on an adventure with ELIO. And also, just like ELIO, if you're feeling lonely or you're feeling grief at a young age, everything's going to be okay and you'll get through it. I think just seeing any movie in general doesn't do it justice if you're not seeing it on the big screen. And especially ELIO, Pixar did such a great job creating this universe that nobody's seen before. And I think you just have to see the colors on a big screen. With any Pixar duo, it's all so great, but ELIO and Gordon, they just have so much in common, even though one is alien and one is human. But their energy is so perfectly matched together, and they both share a lot in common. I think that's what's the best, and they're also just they're so cute, and I love them.
Pixar has been brave from the beginning. They really give you heartfelt, thought-provoking stories and characters that are going through a lot of human emotions that are very relatable to people of all ages. What I most respect about Pixar, and for this movie in particular, is that we're having this little child battle, not just with wanting to find a place where he can feel he fits in, but he's trying to mend his heart, and he's in the process of grieving from an event that was very big in his life. And it would be for anyone's life, when you lose someone in your life. And he believes that his best home would be outside of Earth, would be in space, somewhere else.